Oh my god, we are actually doing it. Told you, he had make disappear, but we played exactly perfect around his mana and potential. He tapped a bit too much mana main phase. But, so you know what? Given the situation is like this. I think double Fleshgorger, you know, 6/6 with lifelink. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we have absolutely amazing deck, and I'm really proud to showcase you both the deck and the games because they were absolutely epic. I think you will really love them. And for every Painful Quandary fan, you will see full maximum potential of this card because we actually played it and it stayed for a long time against control deck. That was so glorious. You will see how much distraction this card brings to any control deck if it comes through, and we have ways to make it through. Regarding win rate, I actually should be at 100%. You will see all of the games. And the one we lost was only due to me being a dummy and misplaying like hard. So what the deck is about, you are probably curious. The idea for the Esper deck that we did yesterday was that this is a lone win con, and it doesn't work because you lose life, your opponent loses life, but he doesn't care. You are a control deck, you never touched his HP total. So my idea was that maybe we need a deck that pressures HP on every single step, so that when they are forced to pay for 5 life, they are scared because they might die. And this is how this deck was born. Fleshgorger, ward, paying life. Invoke Despair, direct life damage. Sheoldred, you draw cards, you lose life. Trespasser, you deal direct damage, and so on. Okay, that's everything. But the cherry on the cake, Corrupt. 6 mana, destroy your opponent's face. And you will see it in the games as well. I'm really proud of this play. You will know exactly which one it is, and it was really glorious. One of the reasons this whole thing works, Painful Quandary extremely weak to any Invoke Despairs. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, it's kinda competitive and not absolute junk. And my idea was that we need to Duress before playing Painful Quandary, probably on turn 4 or something like this. Turn for this and Fleshgorger. And then you know exactly that your opponent has only one card that you don't know of, and you know whether it's safe to play the Quandary or not. And it really pays the dividends. Also, Duress before corrupting is absolute chat play, and you know, yeah, it is glorious when it works, and you can absolutely see if your opponent has counter spells, healing spells, whatever. You know if you already won the game or not, and he doesn't, and that's a great moment. So this is the deck. We also have Malicious Malfunction, because all of our creatures coincidentally are 3 toughness. This is 3 toughness, this is 3 toughness, Sheoldred is infinite tough. And I also threw Undying Malice because all of our creatures are absolutely threatening, and I really think this one extra card for 1 mana, if it flips Fleshgorger, don't forget it comes back as a 7/7. This one little card will give you whole new strategy during the game as just 1 mana. Even on Trespasser it's worth it. So I think the deck is really sweet. If you like mono black, you probably will love it. And with that being said, if you enjoy Painful Quandary action lately, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me on the channel. And you know, you can give the Christmas gift. What's not to like? And with that, the great pitch, let's go into the game. I really think you will love those. Guys, this is this day in arena. Those draws, I'm taking it. I'm actually taking it. With on the draw, I would probably mulligan this one. Yeah, I think I would. But on the play, it means that you will be able to use all those Bankbuster cards, or at least some of them. And it also means that this guy could not counter our Bankbuster, even though he really wanted probably. I mean, we might as well, right? Okay, that's an interesting card. I don't think it will be huge in this kind of matchup, but, you know, potentially 3 cards. He really wants to counter the Bankbuster. Alright, that's a first decision. This is a juicy target for countering, so we probably shouldn't do it. I think what we have to do is bait the counter spells with things like Fleshgorger, maybe Quandary. Well, Quandary is actually really good as well, but look at their mana. Everything is with black. There is high chance for Invoke Despair deck. Like usually when you build this kind of deck, it's just everything has black except like 3 to 5 lands, and then you are nearly guaranteed to hit everything you want. So, this is the Emperor turn. That's actually important. Because the Emperor is overall something he really wants to play. It means he doesn't really want to counter stuff then. And from the next turn onwards, we will have quite a lot. Oh, no Emperor. So we are just drawing, huh? We are just chilling with our Bankbusters, enjoying the views. On the bright side, we will force some reaction. Alright, that's actually not bad. I think he should realize how this works. Alright, enjoy your 1-1. You deserved it. At this point, I'm not sure if he realizes what it was. I know it's a strange decision. I know. But I'm pretty darn sure it's the right one. Enjoy your Bankbuster. Because he might answer this Fleshgorger with any kind of removal or just block it with the token. But then this one is unblocked and kills Liliana. He also needs to activate, he will be at 1. Oh my god, guys, I think we are baiting him. I think we will bait him. He needs exactly negate, right? Exactly negate, or he loses a lot of value. To be honest, this would probably be the better play, but come on. Let's go with Painful Quandary. I really hope he had only 3 mana hard counters and he doesn't have negate. Make disappears won't work. If he wants the creature to sacrifice, he needs to activate the Bankbuster, which means he cannot cast Make Disappear. He really went short on mana this turn and we are trying to, yes, evaluate it perfectly. And that's the Painful Quandary in this kind of matchup. Don't forget, next turn might be Farewell. This is a control deck, so we do not play this Bankbuster because then we are crying with no value. And I do not like this action. Alright, that still can be Farewell because he has the treasure. But we definitely... That's the point. You need to force them so hard that they actually need to tap out during their turn or just react to your attacks. And then you have more leniency on casting spells like 5 mana enchantment. Oh my god, we are actually doing it. If he could answer it, he would already did. Told you, he had Make Disappear, but we played exactly perfect around his mana and potential. He tapped a bit too much mana main phase. And that was, I believe, his downfall. We could just smork his board, I guess, but it's probably not the best. Alright, first things first. So he can crew the Bankbuster and then double block, and we trade pretty badly. However, it would mean there is a creature and we can sweep the full board. To be honest, it's actually not the best, so I shouldn't probably go to combat phase. No real reason. However, so this might get hard countered, but we have enough mana to make sure that it's at least awkward. And I mean, let's draw. We can still crew it. I mean, that's tempting. I really enjoy the situation when we have so many swamps. Yeah, because every single turn we develop just a little bit, and as you can see, those Make Disappears will get weaker during the game. Not super weak, but at least weaker. And I was such a fan of this Quelch, one of those, I never remember. But it was one of the cards that I was playing so hard when it was, I think, in Standard. I don't remember, either Historic or Standard. Alright, 5 cards. As you can see, Painful Quandary definitely doing some decent job on you have no cards, bro. I think we will just try to time the Geeks command right. Next turn, all of those will be 2-2. Yeah, we need to go with the Geeks command. He has 4 mana. 4 mana. So if we cast, that's the good part. Before you cast it, you can think about targets and then you know exactly what he will sacrifice, this and this. So that gives us a little bit of time, but if we are going for Geeks command, maybe we just wait with Invoke for the better turn. This Bankbuster is super annoying because I want to smork him every single turn and I cannot. I mean, he can go for the artifacts, right? But if he goes for enchantments, he clears his own board, so you know what? I think it's good enough. We can pay more for Make Disappear, and we are having card advantage. We basically strangle him with Painful Quandary. Man, this is probably the best showcase of Painful Quandary working I ever done so far. This kind of deck has, I think, only Farewell to answer it. They don't play Destroy Evil usually because, you know, there are better cards, more or less. And what is... yeah, I guess White March, but it seems to be more like black deck than anything else, to be honest. He decided he wants to smork me? Or what? I mean, sure, I will take my 4 damage with dignity, my friend. And what you might not have... no, he will get the buff from this. Because we okay, that's nice, Kaito. But he needs to discard card every time. Because I want to attack with Fleshgorger, which basically raises the Bankbuster, right? But this will get buffed, those will be 2-2, and they trade very nicely to the Fleshgorger. So I guess if he considered all of this, that would make sense to keep attacking. Alright. I will get before the Kaito phases out. I don't think I can kill him, but you know. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Can I have more tokens? Man, this is freaking glorious. Such a small card. Look, it's so late into the game and it's still relevant. I mean, I cannot resist this. It's just too much value. I need the value. Oh yes, very nice. It's just a 1/1 though, but you know, just for a moment. We can actually hit him super hard if we care. But do we care though? He still has mana, so it's probably not the best idea, right? What are the creatures? No, we don't have creatures. We have 7 mana, 4 of them. So we have 3 mana available basically. I don't think the Despair is great, to be honest. He just sacrifices this, Planewalker is still alive. I think it's just double Bankbuster, guys. I don't see a reason. It might be Emperor, I don't care. Don't forget Emperor token cannot single-handedly block this. He might play the Emperor so he can draw with Kaito. That's fine. Man, Quandary! He's still discarding a lot of cards. He could actually kill the Fleshgorger with this cutdown. That was interesting decision that he didn't. I guess he really wanted the Emperor, so he just missed on some of the value. I guess he can just kill the Fleshgorger, but then he... wait, what? Farewell. Guys, I think it means farewell. I don't see any reason to go for +1. But to be fair, he should still make a token, because that's basically an extra card anyway. So just go -1, then farewell, and then -1. Please discard your card first, before we talk. Alright, so enchantments are still here. Oh, I honestly think Quandary is way higher in value than his crappy things, so he should go for enchantments, no questions asked, unless he can answer it somehow. Card. We still get most of the value. That's why I always care about drawing cards instantly after playing Bankbusters. So if things like this happen, you know, you're still okay. They have the Planewalkers. We can kill one of them with Invoke. He is tapped out though. So yeah, I think we're in a really good spot, honestly. I think, oh my god, double Planewalker removal. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. I do it mostly for the Planewalker, honestly. We don't get the cards, but in top deck mode, you know, he has some issues, let's be honest about it. So I could go for Geek's Command and just clear the board, but I really need Kaito going. Like, Kaito is the drawing engine that can help him fight the Quandary. So, you know, it's not the biggest value from Invoke Despair. We didn't draw a single card, but we have 6 cards, including Duress. And every card he plays is basically worth half. Corrupt. Alright, Teferi will definitely help him, because he draws 2 cards a turn, so we basically negate Teferi a little bit, but he gets the cycling, because he draws cards and he didn't decide what to discard, you know? Alright, oh, that's annoying. He will discard, My Duress, I needed one more mana. I mean, we can kill the fairy, but he has the Bankbuster. Awkward. Alright, we have 11. In 3 turns we can directly kill him, but he will get so many cards. Like, you know what we could do? We could go Duress into Corrupt. Can we really survive 3 turns? It feels so weird. If he pays once, he's dead. Not sure if he knows about it. So we can kill the creature, but it's really crappy. Everything has exile because he's a bad person. Getting him to 3 doesn't help. I don't think it helps. So we might, if not the Bankbuster, man, because if we kill the fairy, then the Bankbuster gives him quite a lot of advantage, and we are losing in the top deck war generally, even with Quandary. And we lose our best card. I hate it. I actually hate it. Oh, that's not great. Quandary is basically the only thing keeping us in this game. Otherwise, we would be absolutely out. Yep. On the bright side, we definitely get to use Duress. Man. I think he might not have life gain in the deck, or so far he didn't have a single life gain. And we are at 18 and we have Geek's command to slow the game down. Sheoldred! Perfect, I love you. You are the best Sheoldred on earth. 2 mana. 2 mana means we don't need to duress him before doing our play. Because it means it's not a hard counter. You know, he didn't really have those, right? So far. Yeah, he's just playing Make Disappear. Duress is super tempting. Because it might be a removal, but he would already cast it probably. We don't care about the size. And I'm not making any jokes here. So let's make... Yeah, I think we keep the Geek's command to get Sheoldred back. Man, he doesn't realize how every single damage counts. He thinks that he's safe, but we'll just Duress into Corrupt and that will be a game, like, neck-breaking move. Man, I love it. Oh, it's so... schemed. We are scheming right now, and he doesn't know what will happen, but we do. Sure, enjoy your last turn. He doesn't know it's his last turn so hard. Let's see the card. He might have double counter spell. He might have double counter spell. If we attack, he just trades the fairy. Alright, guys, it is the moment. Man, Painful Quandary actually won us this game, I think. Alright, do you want to pay some... Alright, he doesn't. That's very mean. As long as there's no double counter spell... Oh my god, oh yes. Best day of Magic ever. Oh, I wasn't so happy since yesterday. Oh, that's so perfect. That's why you have Duress in the deck. You check, you kill, you neck break. Alright, that was really glorious. I mean, those are all the Duresses from my deck. And this is the only one of the two sweepers. I mean, this can work, but it's so bad. I have no idea. Is this a mulligan? I feel this is a mulligan. Yeah, let's be serious for a moment. See ya? Yeah, I know. The main card for the deck, bottom up, but it's not opening card, you know? Alright, so at least we duress something. Let's see. We will also know exactly what he has. Well, let's be honest. It has to be this one. This is one of the good things about playing Duress right now. Unless you hit soldiers, it usually hits something. But if you're against soldiers, well, you are not happy, because you will exactly miss out on everything. They don't run on creatures. Alright, Foundry. As usually, it will be a pain. I always make this one trigger. Usually, if they want to burn your spell, they do it now. So, do we want to prevent? The problem is that if we cast it, he will lightning strike our face. So, kinda awkward. I will go for the Swift Spear. Actually, should have gone for the damage. This is risky. If he has play with fire, we actually help him. because then he smorks our face and then cut down doesn't work. I guess we follow up with this, so it's just one-time damage, so it's not the worst, you know? But still. Or, not like we have a lot of choice. This Lightning Strike and the knowledge that we know it's here was a really big deal so far. On the bright side, we have Lifelinker and different Lifelinker. So if we draw a land, we play Sheoldred. If we don't draw land, we play the Fleshgorger. Both can work, but we need to be careful about the Mishra's Foundry. I mean, this is pretty good because it means another card. And it also gets some instant effect that we definitely do like. Alright? I don't think they play Reckless Stormseeker probably. Yeah, the 3 spot is already taken by the Warfare, I would guess. Because that's some downside that you force the day-night cycle. That's why we played Trespasser. Now he cannot double activate the Mishra's Foundries. And also he needs, well, it's a mountain. I would much rather see something that is not a mountain, but you know, it is what it is. And now our Fleshgorger might survive. Can we chill with the Sheoldreds and start not chilling with, you know, basic lands that we run in this deck? That would be absolutely amazing. Like, you know, so far, I told you, Mishra's Foundry, this is the only card that hits us since like 2 or 3 turns. But it's fine. It's perfect. I love getting smorked by the Foundries. It always feels fun. All we need is a Swamp from the top. Swamp from the top, because this deck cannot handle Sheoldred. Perfect. This should be game, honestly. What they can do is Mishra Foundry attack, where when we block, then they pump the 1/2/3/3 and then play with fire. Unless he has perfect to remove all spells, but he needs Lightning Strike into play with fire and he already used 2. So I'm pretty sure he cannot answer Sheoldred. Alright. Okay, that's a good strategy. So our opponent basically said, F this, we need to kill him fast. You gotta go fast. We could attack, but it's not worth it. However, the Bankbuster is a pretty nice deal. I don't like tapping out, because they know exactly what we have, but the life gain and potential to play extra land was worth it. We do not attack, he has a lot of things on the ground. This damage does not matter. As the moment we stabilize with this HP, and we can like play Invoke Despair and clear the board, the game should be over. We don't need to kill him even. It's nearly over already, to be honest, because he can push what? The fact that he played this last card was also, like, normally in like tournament things, you don't play this land, unless you really want to activate all the Mishra. Just to bluff the removal spell, so at least Sheoldred might think about blocking. Alright, we are going first with Duress. Like, I cannot say I hate it, and those sleeves are really telling the avatar and everything. So let's see those burn spells. Easy. It's not the best hit, but we went card for card at least, and at least we know exactly what he has, you know, because I think it's a misplay. I'm not sure, I'm not the Mono-Red expert, but I think Swift Spear is more efficient play, especially that you can draw a burn spell. So I kinda think he should go for the Swift Spear. And then he could play another Swift Spear into play with fire or something like this, or Festivities, whatever, if he drew them, and he would deal much more damage. I think what he tries to play around is removal, but I'm not sure if that's how magic works. Like, if you are not attacking with your 1-mana creatures because you fear the removal, like, I'm fine with it. Like, sure, bro. And we need to get to 4 mana. It's still way before, you know, early. There's so much stuff. So let's Duress, because right now he doesn't have perfect mana to cast Lightning Strikes and stuff like this. Also no 3 mana. So I guess we force some burn. Yeah, play with fire. Told you. He could have already double Swift Spear buffed with play with fire. We would be at like 12 or 10 already. So that's a weird play. Like, I think he's doing it deliberately, but I'm not sure if the calculation is there. Like, I never know if those aggro decks... Oh, that's interesting. Exactly, you know, what is the most efficient play. Can we go for the Bankbuster? I honestly don't think we have time. I think we need to save against the Swift Blades. Because I'm pretty sure he should play one of them. He's really protecting them so hard. But he's losing so much value right now. He will play those next turn, so we need to be prepared. Some extra then. We need Malicious thingy. I don't remember the name. Unless... Like, I mean... Sheoldred is pretty good as well, right? Bro, how's your triple Swift Spear in the hand doing? Like, I'm so glad. He played one double 1-drop and that's basically his game plan. Then he started drawing cards. Maybe he's just a control player that went the other deck. I mean, he also played all the cards from his hand, so we know exactly we can block with Sheoldred. Normally I wouldn't risk it probably. Maybe for Epicure, because the 3 damage is here, so 1, 3, and it still doesn't kill it, but I would definitely not block the Swift Spear. Just out of fear of Lightning Strike. Yes, you press this yellow thing. This is a really bad attack. But I guess he's just trying to go for the maximum value. But it's great that he has shown that he has nothing. He didn't even use this mana that he played. So he might, yeah, he could not even play it or just play it in the second main phase and then do something with it. You know, I'm absolutely fine. I have my Bankbuster. I like playing my swamps. I'm just in my little swampy world. If he plays this one, it means he stepped out for full mana. Perfect. So we are healing 4 damage a turn, and he's dealing 3 damage a turn. Man, Sheoldred. Pretty good card. We still cannot attack. I don't think we are in a place. We need to be... Man, but it's so weird. It's turn like 5 and he didn't play his 1-drops and now he's cycling the... What was the idea here? I don't understand at all. I honestly think he wanted to bait a removal, and I think that he expected, you know, let's say, more, okay, worse player, to just remove it, because this is very low value. So he expected we cut down this, go for the throw this, and then he goes, haha, double Swift Spear, I win, I'm best. But the problem is that we didn't go for this bait just for this reason. It's way too little damage, we don't need to counter it at all. This is so not worth it. So we are basically losing your board for 1 damage, yeah. Good decision, my friend. So we just killed the Hellkite, right? Next turn. I mean, I like drawing cards. Painful Quandary is pretty amazing, but it's not how we win the game. This is how we might lose the game. Undying Malice. Oh man, that's so glorious. See ya? This is also not a great card for this deck. Like, it's... Like, I guess it's your supreme late game. And it can work, but I don't like it. It really slows you down. As a 4-drop usually should kill your opponent, so Raiju would be so much better. Like, bro, the 1-drop is still there. It's lurking for the next game. Alright, you know what? With Celestus, I don't care what those cards are. As long as we have some early game interaction, some lifelink, we are absolutely fine. And honestly, this cut down, let's see what it hits. It might be Swift Blade, it might be Chick, it will be Chick, Smork, alright. Or it might be both, right? That's the easy way. Imagine being on the play and... You know what? There is such a weird play, it's so risky, because we could wait this next turn, then this flips, we get hit for infinity, and then we play the third land and we sweep everything. That's so high value, but we will get so much extra damage. Alright, there is a reason I'm doing this guy. Because Swift Spear really benefits from him casting spells during his own turn. I want him tapped out, so he cannot answer to this with a spell that buffs the Swift Spear and saves it. That is my plan. I really don't want to show him, I already kinda did, but maybe he will miss it. That we have literally 0 removal. That's a big deal. That's a big deal against Mono Black, that there's nothing. It depends, you know, affects how he burns our face as well. Yeah, this is exactly the situation I did not want. So, if we play this, it gets lightning striked. if we play this, we get Lightning Strike. Great, that's so much diversity. I think we do it because we have the other one. So this leaves, but this dies, and he needs to use his burn spell, and next turn it is possible he won't use it. I'm pretty sure he knows how his Swift Spear works. There is not much text there. Yep. Like in a clock. Imagine them not drawing exactly what they need every single turn. That's a joke. Their full deck is basically burn and 1-drop, so, you know. That's one of the reasons those decks are always here. They are so consistent because the full deck does basically exactly the same one thing. Alright, so it's either Celestus to start healing and just switching stuff. This will get burnt. If he plays like this, he has no lands. All of this is like cards. So it's Lightning Strike again. So if you play the Fleshgorger, it dies. But it has to die at some point. Okay, I changed my mind. The reason is, he does not play main phase. And then we start healing, which means that he now feels compelled to start doing it. That's awkward. And if he has play with fire, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. So you know what? Given the situation is like this. I think double Fleshgorger, you know, 6/6 with lifelink. I know that potentially I could just, you know, wait one turn. Oh, that's so much damage. What he doesn't realize, I think, is that lifelink is an actual mechanic in the game. And I feel it might be pretty beneficial. See ya, nerd. And now we cycle. Oh, right, we didn't cycle. I should play a land and switch Celestus, but I was way too excited about Smirking Monorath. I mean, 1 mana, clear the board. Probably not the worst card ever. Let's play Sheoldred so he actually explodes. So why did he GG if he instantly keeps playing and he actually has pretty decent cards for the matchup? I'm not sure. I think he knew that he's so behind that he probably won't come from this. Yeah, he has only 1 card. He needs to burn even light. Are you actually serious? This is perfect last card for the perfect lethal. And I actually... Okay, so we might rage that, oh, he got a perfect draw. No. This game is actually entirely on me. You remember when I said I should play a swamp and cycle the other card? That would gain me 1 life. And I messed up. I would be at 1 and I would win the game. Well, that's on me.